Hello and welcome to this new video tutorial of Laravel eCommerce product quote system plugin. Now this particular plugin allows the customers to send bulk product quotations to the admin, and the admin can view the quotations and can approve or disapprove it as per the requirement there. The admin can even edit the quotations sent by the customers and can send a message, and the customers can also communicate over the quote request as required. On the other hand, after the admin approves a quote request there, an add to cart button will be available at the customer's end under the quotation section, and the customers can purchase the products as per the price and the quantity confirmed by the admin for the particular quotation there. Now kindly note that this particular plugin will not work with the grouped, bundled and the booking products, and this particular plugin will allow the admin to approve, disapprove or decline any of the quotation requests. Email notifications for each action to the customer and the admin will be sent out. Customers can add attachments to the quotes. The customers can enter the custom price for the quoted products. Customers can also communicate over the quote request. The admin can allow the file types for the attachment. Only logged in customers can submit the quotes. There's an option to enable or disable the add to cart button. There's also an option to set the global minimum quote quantity if the respective product's quote quantity has not been set. So in today's video tutorial, I'll be taking you through the workflow at the customer's end, how the admin can add the quotes to the products, and the initial configuration settings of this particular plugin, that's the Laravel eCommerce quote system there. But before I proceed further with this particular video tutorial there, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. So right now you can see that I'm at the storefront right now, and I'm on one of the categories, that's the product categories, and I have added few products in it. And what I've done is that I've added the code to these products. So for example, I have this particular product, that's the painting product. Now what you can do is from the backend, we can from the initial configuration settings or the basic configuration settings of the plugin, we can disable this add to cart button as well. Then for the quoted product, the add to cart button would not be visible on the category pages or be the product page. So right now we have enabled the add to cart button, so that's why the add to cart button is visible here as well as is visible on the product page itself, as you can see here, along with the quote this product button. Now after the successful installation of the Laravel eCommerce product quote system, you can see that after you have enabled the quote system for a particular product, the button for quoting the product is visible here. As you can see, we have this quote this product button. Now what the customer needs to do is he needs to log into his account. As I've already told you that only the logged in customers would be able to do the quotation there, send the quotation request for the products there in bulk. So to quote this product, what you need to do is you need to tap here on the quote this product button, and this brings up the enter quote details section or a pop-up wherein you have to set up the minimum quote quantity, the quantity that you want to purchase, set the price per item. Here you can see that the price is $150 per item there for the particular product. Now if I want to quote this, and here you can also see that the minimum quote quantity for the respective product has been already set by the admin there. So that's why it's showing that minimum quote quantity is 10 for this particular product. So you need to set the quantity to a minimum of 10 if you want to quote for this particular product, otherwise you won't be able to quote for this product there. Now for example, I want to quote here, I will set it as 11 quantities I want, and price per quantity I want to set as 100. The actual quantity is $150, and I'll set a particular description for this quote that I'm going to send to the admin there. Need 11 units, each unit at the rate of 100. Please check. If I want, I can also add attachments to this particular quote details. If I want to add any images that I want, I can tap here on the add attachments, and then we'll have this browse file option here. Then I can tap on the browse file and I can attach the particular image files that I want to add to this. And this will bring up the section from where we can add an image to this particular quotation that we are going to send. So for example, if I go ahead and I add one image here, I'll tap here on the open button. Here you can see that the banner image has been added. The details that the customer needs to enter is the minimum quote quantity has to be set up, or the quote quantity of the product has to be set up, price per item, the description, and if you want to add any attachments, you can add the attachments here, and then you need to tap here on the submit button thereafter. Now after you have tapped on the submit button, you will see a success message that your quote has been successfully sent out to the admin there. So you can see that the quote has been successfully saved, as you can see right now at the top right hand corner. Now if you want to check this particular quote, what you can do is you can go to your account panel and go to the profile section. Under the profile section here, you will find one section with the name My Quotes. Go to My Quotes. This would list all of the quotes that you have sent out to the admin there. So right now the status is pending for the quote. That's the quote ID 3, date, and the amount is $1,100 there. So you can view the particular quotation by tapping here on the view under the actions column. So here you can see that we are having the product for which we had sent out the quotation is painting. The quantity that we have requested is 11. The quoted price per unit quantity is $100, and we have the edit and the delete option for the quote. So you can delete the quote as well, and if you want, you can edit the quote as well. If you edit the quote, you'll be able to edit the quote details. So here you can see we are having the painting product. The actual price was $150. The quote description that the customer has sent out is need 11 units, each unit at 100 at the rate of $100 there. We have the quote attachment as well. Right now there are none conversations. If you want to update the quote as well, you can update the quote by checking this option here, check to update the quote. For example, from 11 I can make it to 14 as well, or I can set it to 11 as well as per the requirement. And if I want to send any message to the admin there, I can send it as well. Please check the quote details and respond accordingly. And if I want, I can add the attachments here as well. And right now I don't want to add any attachments there, so I'll just tap here on the update button so as to send the particular message or the conversation there to the admin itself. Now as soon as the quote would be saved, you'll see if I go back to the quotation now, that's the pending quotation. You can see that the quote has been updated successfully, and I edit this particular quote once again. You'll be able to see the conversation section being set up now. So here you can see that we have the conversation section. Please check the quote details and respond accordingly. Right. So this was the workflow of the customer, how the customers can view the particular quote product and how they can quote for a particular product in bulk and can set up the particular, what we say as the custom price for the quoted product there. Now let's hop on to the admin backend panel and let's see the rest of the workflow there. So the admin, after the successful installation of the Laravel eCommerce quote system, the admin will find one option here as the quote system in the side panel. So if I tap on the quote system here, the admin will find the complete list of quotes that have been sent out by the customers. So here we are on the quote manager section. So here you can see the new quotation has arrived by customer name, that's Tony. The total quote price is $1,100. The status is pending and the creation date. So from here the admin can edit the particular quote, can view the particular quote. If he wants, he can delete the quote as well. But after you have approved a particular quote, you will not be able to delete a particular approved quote. Only the pending quotes can be deleted by the admin there. And here if I scroll down, here we have the quote details. The customer has quoted the price per unit for the particular product as 100. The quoted quantity is 11. The customer's email, the product name. From here you can approve, unapprove or decline the particular request by the customer. If you want, you can also send a message to the customer by entering the message here. If you want, you can also add attachments from this from the admin's end as well, and then you can update the same. Now here at the top we are having the quote manager. Here we are having the quote conversation. So here you can see that Tony and the receiver was admin. The conversation was please check the quote details and respond accordingly, and this was the communication that has been done by the customer there. Now for example, as an admin, I want to respond back to this particular customer, so I can go ahead, I can enter checking the quotation, please wait. If I want, I can add an attachment as well. And here what I can do is, now I can tap here on the update button, and this particular message or the conversation would be sent out to the particular customer on the particular code there. So now if I go to the front end here, as you can see, and if I try and refresh this particular page, we'll be able to see the admin message here under the conversation section of to the customer there itself. So you can see that the admin has updated the code. Now if I refresh the front end at the customer's end, here you can see this is the customer's end under the my quotation. For the respective quotation, we can see, please, this was the message or the conversation started by the customer, and this one is from the admin himself. Here you can see admin, here's the customer's name, right? Now let's go back and let's see how the admin would be able to approve the particular quotation request. So I'll edit the quotation once again. By navigating through quote system on the respective quote, I'll tap on the edit button. The particular quotation would open up. The particular quotation has opened up, as you can see, and if I go to the quote conversation, here we can see that the admin and the customer conversations are visible here. And here the admin can also see the quote attachment that the customer had uploaded. That was the banner image that we had uploaded. If I want, I can tap on the banner image, and this image would be downloaded onto the system, and the admin can view the particular quotation attachment as well as per the requirement there. Now if I want, I can edit this quotation as well. If I want, I can make the changes here, and I can tap here on the update button as an admin. For example, I want to say no, for 11 knot I want to make it as 16, and then I can go ahead enter the message that I want to make it as 16 units, and then only I'll be providing you per unit cost as 100 in place of the $150 there, and then I can update the same. Now the same would be then reflected over the customers end here. The quoted price and the quoted quantity would be changed here. Accordingly, as I've told you, the customers can also check to update the code there. They can change the quote price as well as the quote quantity there. So for now, let's go ahead and let's approve this particular quote that the customer has sent out. So I'll just go ahead, I'll choose it as approved. I'll enter the message as approved the quote, please proceed, right? And then I'll tap here on the update button under the quote details. I've set it as approved, and after that I've tapped on the update button for the respective quote that the customer had sent out. So you can see that now the status has changed from pending to approved at the admin's end. Now let's go to the customer's end. Let's go to the my quotes once again. So you can see the particular quotation has changed. It's approved right now, right? And if I go to the actions column here, we can see the particular quotation, my quote for the painting. Now you can see that the admin had updated the quantity to 16, as you can see, right? For 16 quantity per unit, the admin had set it as 100 there. So that's why now the quantity has changed to 16. If I go back, if I edit the particular code at the admin's end, you can see that the particular quantity was 16 that was updated by the admin. So that's how the admin can also update the code there. And now here you can see that under the status, it was pending initially, but now we have an add to cart button there at the customer's end. So the quantity is 16, the quoted price has been approved by the admin as 100, but the quote quantity from 11 has been made to 16 there by the admin. And now the customer can tap here on the add to cart button to add the particular product according to the approved quantity and the quoted price. So it would be $1,600 there. You can see that it has been added into the cart there. Now if I go to the cart there, let me remove the first one that I had already added into the cart there. So this is quantity 1600, but the actual price of this particular product was $150, but we have quoted the particular quantity and the price per unit as 100, so that's why we are getting it for $1600. So that was the workflow at the customers as well as the admins end. Now let me take you to the admin backend panel once again, and let me show you how the admin would be able to add the code to the products. For that, the admin needs to navigate to catalog. Under catalog, he can open any of the products, or he can start to create a new product and add the code to it. So for now, I'll just be editing one product that I've already created. After editing the product, what we need to do is we need to scroll down to a particular section, that's the code section. And here you have set the code status for this respective product as enabled, and set the code minimum quantity. If you remember, the code minimum quantity was set as 10 for the painting there. So when we tapped on the code this product button on the product page, we saw the minimum code quantity was highlighted there as 10. So you have to enable the code status and set the code minimum quantity. If you forget to set the code minimum quantity here, then the default minimum code quantity that this admin has set in the configuration settings of the plugin itself, that would be taken up for the particular product. So that's how the admin can apply the code to a particular product there. Now to make the initial configuration settings, you need to navigate to configure, and here you have to go to the code system. Under code system, we have the settings. Here you will be able to enable the code system for your store by enabling the code system option here. The very first option that we have here, the code system. So you have to enable it up. You can also allow to use the discounts while the code product is in cart. If you want to allow the discounts to be applicable while the code products are in the cart, then you need to enable this particular option here. You can enable or disable the add to cart button there. For example, if I go to the products category here, for example, and here what I do, I disable the show add to cart button. Right now, if we view the products here, add to cart button is visible here on the category page as well as on the product page if we go. But if I disable the show to add cart button and I save this configuration, and then I refresh this particular page here, then the add to cart button would be removed from the category pages as well as from the product page. So if I go to the product page as well, you will be able to see only the code button there. As you can see right now, that's the code this product button itself, right? Then we have show product price. If you want to show the product price, you need to enable this up. If you want to disable the product price, you can disable this option, and the product price would be disabled from this particular section itself. Then here we have the minimum code quantity. So here you'll be able to set the minimum code quantity, and this option is used to set the global minimum quantity. If the respective product quantity has not been set, then this particular minimum code quantity would be applicable to the product there. Then you can set the allowed file types for the attachments there while a customer is coding for the products, and if he wants to attach any files, whatever file types you want to allow, you can enable them up by entering their names here and separated by comma, as you can see. Then we have the quotation or the code system transactional emails. Here you can set up the new quote email enabled, code status enabled, and the code message email. So new code email would be sent out on new quotation generation. Code status, whenever the code status has been is approved, unapproved, or disapproved, at that time the quotational mails would be sent out, and the code message email would be sent out to the customer as well as the admin as per the requirement there. And lastly, you need to tap here on the save button to save the configuration settings. So yes, that was much about the Laravel eCommerce product code system, and I hope it helped you out in understanding the workflow of the same. If you still have any questions, queries, suggestions, or requirements regarding the same, then you can anytime get back to us at support@webcool.com, or you can raise a ticket at webcool.uvidesk.com as well. Apart from that, if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video, and have a great day ahead.